Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
not a hot summer night, but who cares? We're going to play that anyway. I'm feeling pretty good. Most of you know my back has been kind of bothering me. I haven't practiced all week. That's the first time I've sat down and played, so hopefully that sounded pretty good, and I'm ready to go. Let's get some guys in here and see who we got. We have Mr. John Shane.
Before you graced us with that awesome TransTrem riffage, I was listening to the opener there, and that I don't know. Can you hear that at all?
A little bit.
Your song there, that part was just killing me. It was like,
oh,
I love that.
Right?
Yeah, it's killer.
Yeah.
As well as your live playing.
I always tried to write a part that kind of fit the song, as opposed to, I can't blaze anyway. I can't. I'm not a shredder. But
no, but that's a cool little transition part. Like I've always loved the B sections in songs and the transitional parts more than the song usually.
Yeah.
And that's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, I wish I wrote that bit. That's nice. It was good.
Awesome. I appreciate it. That makes me feel good. Makes me smile. Thank you, John.
Got to stick my hand up your ass to try and make you feel good at least.
Massage or something.
No, truly, really good part, man. I love that.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Well, let's see who else is here. We have Mr. Symmetry Trev. Welcome in, man.
Hey, everybody.
How is it? How's it going? How you been?
Oh, another day in paradise here. Just driving around, fixing junk. And
right on. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. I mean, I don't really remember much from Sunday, but I appreciate you guys kind of taking the wheel and going with it.
By and large, that was a show to forget.
Should I just go in and delete it?
All the intro, anyway.
It's a bookmark.
I was telling Trev a little earlier before you stepped in, John, that Allison Chains that you came out with, that was totally unexpected. I did not expect that. That was awesome. That was awesome,
man.
Yeah, that was so good, so good.
I love that.
Your tone on it was just killer, and it just sounded so good. Even when I was sitting up on the couch watching on my phone, it's like, man, that sounds good. So
awesome, man.
Kudos to you, man. That was really, really cool. So
well, it's from the rig you helped build, so
right on. Sounded great.
Yeah, man.
So welcome everybody in. It is TransTrem Thursday on October 5th, 8:16 p.m., and we are ready to go. Like I said, I hadn't really played much other than Sunday was the last time when I came down and tried to play. And I was feeling pretty loose there at the opening. I was like, well, I might as well get something in before my back starts hurting some more. So the extended intro, I hope nobody minded that.
I don't think so. You had me trembling.
Right on.
So good.
So if there's anybody new to the channel, TransTrem Thursday is because I play a Steinberger GL2T that I had acquired from headlessusa.com. So if you're looking for anything like this, minus the stripes, you can't get that. I did that myself. So,
links in the bio.
Headlessusa.com. The link is down below. Check them out if you're looking for a TransTrem or any kind of Steinberger or headless guitar. And basically, TransTrem Thursday, we play some TransTrem riffs and just hang out and have a good time. And so
of all the Eddie guitars with the paint job and all the rest of it, I think if I had to choose, that would be the one I would have.
Yeah.
That one, not the 5150.
When I did that, it said I would use
that one.
Mm-hmm. What was that, Trev?
I posted a link direct into the StreamYard chat to see if I could. And when I did that, it said, "Oh, you ate one too." Posted the link, so that's cool. I'm kind of impersonating you a little there.
Right.
There's a link to Headless folks.
I think it goes to Facebook. I don't know if it comes.
Yeah, it went to both. Does. You can see it in the chat and StreamYard. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Awesome.
For anybody that's watching, I don't see a heart yet. Rob, paging Rob Blackmore. Oh, there he is.
There he is. So, speaking of the chat, let's get over to that and see who is here.
41 watching.
Look at here. Right on. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie Thayer, the CEO and owner of Headless USA.
Chief Bottle Washer.
Yep, is in the chat, and she has joined the club. So thank you very much, Natalie. We appreciate the support. Also, speaking of support, if everybody could look in the description below the video, also it is pinned in the chat. We have a petition that I have started, and we've got 130 something signatures so far. Basically, we're trying to see how many signatures we can get to show Gibson, hey, bring back production of USA Steinberger, and maybe we can see some more of these things out there in the wild. So let's see how many signatures that we can get. Give us some help on that. Share it with your friends. Put it on your Facebook, your Instas, and all that good social media stuff. Let's see how far we can take it. So I started it just a few days ago, and we're already up 130 something signatures. So if you don't mind, spread the word, and let's get that out there.
136 out of 200.
Oh, Yostinator, you'll get to him.
Okay. All right, so let's get over to the chat, and let's see who's here. I'm going to scroll up to the top real quick, and let's welcome in everybody. Man, keeps going. There we go. Nelson Rodriguez, channel member first in, says, what's up, hey, Grande Nachos, big dog. Welcome in, Nelson. Good to see you.
Nice.
There's Stephen Franklin right behind him. Good to see you, Stephen.
Yes.
Mr. Mick, channel member, right there, too. Tim Thomas is in the house. Let's see. We've got, there's Natalie again. Right on. Thank you, Natalie. We've got Yostinator. What's good, Rockas? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Channel member, Yostinator. And the greasiest of greasy
There
Monkey
can be none more
Guitars.
greasy.
Saying, what's up, everyone? Welcome in, man. Channel member Greasy Monkey. There's Symmetry hanging out in the chat. Charles75 in, Dr. Fabric. Make sure you check out his link down in the description.
Yep.
We've got Stan Mucha there. Welcome in. And Fruitcake Tony, OU812 Sup OU Crew. Welcome in, Tony. Check out Fruitcake Tony's link down there. If you haven't checked out his channel, give him a sub. Let's see. There's Martin Hensley hanging out with us. What's going on, Martin? Good to see you. And here's a new name, Blue Mox. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Nice.
Grab you a cold one, sit back, enjoy the show, join in, chat with us. Good to have you here. There's Mr. Keith Campbell. Welcome in, Keith. Good to see you, man. Keith. Let's see. Who else we got there? Channel member William De Silva is here. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. And channel member Jimmy Biter is here. Welcome in. Let's see who else we got. There's Hip Metal Works. Good to see you, man.
BC brother.
Let's see. Who else? Who else is here? Charles Green, my man, Charles Green. If anybody does not have one of these, this is my prized possession right here. Charles Green pick from Fruitcake Tony. You rock, Charles.
I'm kind of jelly. I'm gonna get me one of those somehow.
Well,
way.
I have one. I have one here in a pack that Tony sent me, and I have a package that I'm getting ready for you, Trev, and I'll send it up.
Okay.
And I'll
He's
give it
been
to
convalescing. Give him a little
yeah.
slack here.
I've been out of it for a bit, so give me a chance.
No worries.
You've been stumbling into work through all of this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right?
Yep. I
Hopefully
sit
they got you one of those really comfy work chairs. Right?
Oh yeah, I do. It's like a Serta. It's actually a Serta chair, so it's nice and comfy.
My chair at work is it's an actual office chair, but it's made by Lazy Boy, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
Right. There's channel member Andy Cosson. Welcome in. Andy just had a birthday recently, and I think I missed it. So happy
Welcome
birthday to you, Andy.
Over Club.
Right on. Right on.
I really dig the way he spells crew there too, because he does the double dot.
He does
there
the little
with the
dots there. That's awesome. I might have to figure out the code for that. So
It's got to be.
I'm ambivalent about that.
maybe he's got one of those special keyboards that has that on there.
Well, if you're doing it on the phone, you just push and hold the letter, and then it all comes up with a different.
There you go. There you go. Christopher Live Silva's here. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else do we have hanging out? We already said hello to Yostinator. We'll say it again.
Wow.
Let's see. There's Cushman NYC. Welcome in. Good to see you. Charles has seen something that's surprised him, I guess. There's channel member Ed.
That was during the latter half of the summer nights that came out.
Oh, right on. Cheers, Charles. Cheers,
Just
Ed.
before the yell. Just before the
Right? Yep. Your favorite part, right?
It is.
Taking you back to the days of the 1978 Camaro.
Just thinking.
Right on. There's Octopus Ears is hanging out. Welcome in, man. Good to see
brother.
you. And there's John DeShane. Let's see. Dennis Ellis is here. Saying rock on.
Dennis.
Right on.
Ellis.
Nelson Rodriguez doing alive and well. What time is it?
5:24.
It's 51:50 time.
420.
Summer nights time. It's TransTrem Thursday time. Let's see who else is here. Nelson Rodriguez. There's let's see who else. I think I've got. Oh, look who is in the house,
Yeah,
Mr.
the big
Boner
one.
Jams.
There he is.
Bringing the ruckus. Evening, everyone. What time is
And for
Natalie
those of
creeping
you
in?
Don't see Boner Jams, switch over to the live chat in the chat box there.
Natalie is in the chat tonight, Boner. So chat away. Let's see.
You
who
should
else?
send me over a pic there of you. I'll flex it out, buddy. I'll make sure it gets to the right place.
One of these.
You guys are too much. Let's see. Who else is in here? Let's see. I think I've said pretty much. Oh, there's another one. Rock Daddy. Welcome in, Rock Daddy. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Am I missing anybody? You guys see anybody? Yep, there's Bo, Guitar Man 45.
Got Bo.
Hello, Ryan, John, Trev, OU812.
Get Scotty Broadway.
Nope, there's Natalie.
Yay, Natalie.
Let's see. Scrolling. There's Rob Blackmore, official channel member. Welcome in, Rob. Good to see
Hey,
you.
brother.
Boy, these hellos to the chat are going to take like 30 minutes here.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you do a 10-minute intro.
Got a lot of folks hanging out. Yep. Martin Hensley, glad to see you back. Is not hurting, bro. It's getting there.
It's
I'm
hurting.
hoping that it'll come back around.
This
Yep.
is called being a pro, Martin.
Right? Fighting your way
Take your
through.
pills and smile.
The show must go on. Yes. There's a new name I don't think I've seen before. Lloyd Van Nest. Welcome in.
That's
How
a
long do
killer
we
name.
have and how many signatures are needed? I guess we have as long as we let it
It's at
run.
136. Let me refresh and see if we've gotten any
And
more.
I would think, I don't know
Oh,
how many
140.
signatures.
We got 4 in the
Right
last 10
on,
minutes.
right on. Appreciate all you guys. How many signatures you think you would need before you would try to present that to?
Apparently, the next goal is 200.
3
I
or
think
4
the-
million, I would assume.
I'm
Game of
thinking
moving goalposts.
I'm thinking at least several thousand,
Right.
before we say we're making a dent in things. So share that link with any of your friends, any of your guitar playing buddies, and let's see how many we can get. Let's see if we can make this thing grassroots up to viral. And,
At least make them think about it, right?
yeah, at least hey, maybe there's something to it. So let's see what we can do. Best we can do is try, right? So let's
Doesn't
do it.
hurt. Doesn't hurt
Yeah.
not.
Absolutely. Here's Cheech. Great intro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let's see there, Scott Brockway. Let's see who else. Have I hit everybody? I'm thinking I have. Every time I say that, I see somebody new.
Oh, there's a comment I want to comment on, but I'm not going to highlight it.
All right.
I'm going to read
Nelson
an edited
Rodriguez, I think we
version
got you already. Let's see. Let me just scroll through here just real quick.
Yep.
There's
There's the one right underneath the one you just highlighted. But I
There's
don't want
Adam.
Yeah.
No
Right
better
on.
way after driving 450 miles to unwind. Right on, man. Right on.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. There's Zim's Guitars. Welcome in,
Hey,
man.
Dane.
Good to see you. Let's see. Who else? I think we're caught up. We are caught up. So go ahead and grab your comment that you were talking about there, Trey.
Greasy Monkey Guitars replies to Rock Daddy. On a different show a few weeks back, they said a U.S.-made Beretta was coming out in November. Take it with a grain of salt. I actually know a fellow who's seen one in the wild, and I can confirm it's going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of the U.S. Kramer stuff was coming back around.
I think it was Ben Coombs that announced that a few weeks back. Just
Yep.
got a sneak
And
peek.
I've heard some other little rumors from some other people, and I can't divulge what I've heard on the Kramer front.
So NDA'd up.
Yep. So I think there's some other stuff that we might be interested in seeing from the Kramer factory. But Gibson obviously owns Kramer, and they own the Steinberger brand. So hopefully, if they're looking at pushing out, some resurgence from this, obviously Kramers were big in the 80s, and that was something that, was associated with Ed when he was playing the 5150 Kramer. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Jimmy has a
Temperature
comment
check
here.
Trev.
A temperature check. It's quite comfortable. Wearing shorts and t-shirt, not sweating, not cold. We are at 74. It's actually a little warm. Nice little lizard den going on tonight.
I don't know if we would go to this extreme, but Jimmy says if Gibson says no to making Steinbergers, I can go take a dump in the lobby of the acoustic plant here in Bozeman since it's like 15 minutes away. We want to
spirit, though.
We want to be peaceful with our petition.
With one of those letters that's like cut out from newspaper print with different words.
Well, it would only be violent if he pooped in a bag and then lit it on fire.
Oh, man. Let's see. Rock Daddy says, I've been a Gibson fan since 68 when I bought a Les Paul with P. What? Okay. LP with P. I don't get it.
Les Paul with.
Pennies.
Is there another comment underneath it where he finishes the sentence?
No, that was it.
Not yet.
Rob says, any thoughts on the new Fender Tone Master? I have some
Take
thoughts.
it out back, yeah.
It's expensive.
I think that,
It was my first thought.
the general consensus is, at least on this channel anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it. All I've seen is some videos of it.
No. Yeah,
But very honestly, and I don't know if I've got super sensitive ears, but the first video that I saw, I was like, nope, I hear that modeling haze that's in it. Yep. I watched another one. I was like, I still hear it. Maybe it's YouTube compression or something. But it just, people that say they sound just as good as a tube amp and this and that, nope. Sorry. I completely disagree. No. Completely disagree. But, if I had one in my hands and I played it, I don't know. I don't know what my opinion would be. But as of right now,
all your stuff back there, Ryan, and plug right in.
Yep. Get rid of all that. Let's see. Bo says, wait until I do my shopping first. He's probably going to buy that, the Friedman, a couple of guitars.
I think he already ordered the IRX.
Right on.
The XIR, or whatever it's called.
R2, I haven't heard from him, so I guess he's working late.
We're not seeing him in the chat. He's totally MIA.
Yeah, but he did say that he had one on order, so maybe
Sweetwater.
We'll hear one on the.
Actually, seen the. Would you call that a receipt or the order confirmation?
Order confirmation, shipping confirmation for the Friedman. What is it? The IRX.
IRX.
Erics. Yeah. So perhaps we'll see one on the channel. We'll be able to hear it. We'll have some opinions on the Friedman unit that just came out.
Well,
you will see one, whether it's R2.
Right.
Myself,
when are you
or
going
both.
down to see our friends at the West Coast Guitars, John?
Tomorrow.
So you might even see a one in the wild on Sunday.
So you're planning on grabbing one? Right on.
Yeah.
Are you grabbing his one and
I have
only,
to,
or does
'cause
he
I
have a
can't-
few in stock?
He said he only had one, so we'll see.
You better get on it.
But
That's going to be 750 Canadian, something like that.
whatever, something like that. Yeah.
John's like, whatever. It's only money.
No. So I've already allotted. I've got a couple of pickups to put on reverb, and it's all in and out.
Yep.
But-
It's all the yin yang kind of thing,
exactly.
right? Ed has a question. Has anyone received their collection 2 yet? If so, how is it? Mine isn't coming till the 11th.
What is that?
That's the second vinyl collection or release of the Van Halen stuff remastered with the Sammy era. I have not ordered any yet. When I order it, I want the vinyl, and I'm kind of cool with waiting until the big rush settles out. Yeah, and then I can go and just get it when it's in stock and get it shipped. So I will be getting it, but I'll get the vinyl. Let's see. Andy says, I think Natalie Thayer would be a great lobbyist for the cause. Absolutely. This was her idea. She says, she messaged me. She says, we need to do a petition. And within like 10 minutes, I sent her a link and said, okay, it's done.
And I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah. So she is fully supporting. So
let's see where we're at now. Update on the change.org. Oh, still at 140. Come on,
people. Let's go. Everybody stop right now. We'll pause the show for everybody to click the link.
I'll go
musical
water
interlude?
while you guys are...
What's that?
I said, I'll go water a rock while you guys are doing it. I did it. I signed up and I gave $8 because it said it would make it better.
Yeah, what that does is basically and thank you for that, John. It gives me a link when there's enough support behind it, and it basically you can click boost it, so it starts emailing it out or spreading it out to different avenues.
Yeah, sure.
And it seems to help when I do that. So appreciate everybody's support on that.
Yeah, I'll be right back, boys.
Let's see. Martin says, I really don't think that Gibson is going to allow to make Kramer in the U.S. I think they already are.
Can confirm. It's going to happen.
They already are. Yep.
You hang on to your hat there, Martin. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. I think it's coming. Channel member Randy Price is here. Welcome in, man. Says, yo, what up, peeps?
Randy, good to see you on Sunday, man. That was epic. You played really well. It's too bad you didn't get the sound the way you want it. And I know you want it the way we want it.
Yep.
But hopefully that's a work in progress. Love to see
Keep
you.
working on it. We'll have you back. Bryce Regal's here. He says, I heard Quentin James got a Fender Tone Master. Yeah.
You must have misunderstood his post.
in his dreams. He's waiting for somebody
he did get
to
a new
send him
microphone,
one.
though. I mean, his old mic died. Apparently he's got himself a new microphone.
He did. Yep. Yeah, he was testing it out earlier on a stream, and it we're in there. He's like, "How's it sound? How's it sound?" I said, "Well, your guitar is way louder than your vocal." And he's like, "You know, you can see the mic on his thing." He says, "Well, maybe if I turn it around." And just as soon as he turned it around, it was like, "Yeah, there it is." So I think he's got it figured out and dialed in.
Right on.
Let's see.
Look forward to seeing that.
Scott says, "Why would I buy that when I could buy the new Friedman pedal?" Oh, talking about the Fender Tone Master thing. Yeah.
But it's a different thing, isn't it?
You know, there's
one's an effect, everything, and
obviously there's a customer out there for any product that's being released. So
I've probably given it to a few people who might use it.
Octopus here says it's for studio guys that don't know guitar tone.
Fair enough. Got to get those kids out to real shows, where
and
they
to
can
take advantage of those who can't carry amps anymore.
That's what roadies are for.
Right? Yep.
Nobody rides for free. If you want to hang out on the side of the stage, you got to carry the shit in and out.
Mm-hmm. Bo is trying to get the Friedman, but it's back ordered till October 25th.
You gotta talk to your Sweetwater guy, man, because for a frequent flyer, you sure get screwed on these things.
You need to branch out a little bit too.
Right? And every time John DeShane goes to a store and buys it within a week.
Right. Buddy of mine on Facebook runs a store in is it Illinois, Pekin, Illinois? Flores Music, Flores Music. He said he had 4 of them in stock. So maybe type that in, floresmusic.com, and see if you can grab one. Let's see. Nelson says, I'm stuck in between an acoustic Gibson J35 or Gibson Supreme. Oh, looking for a new purchase? Right on. The Gibson Supreme, I never really, I don't know. It's just something about it doesn't appeal to me.
What is it?
I mean, it's a beautiful guitar. The Gibson Supreme, it's got the different decoration on the headstock. It's got the different...
That's that Les Paul variant,
Les Paul. It's got the inlays that are different. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has figured maple on the top and back. I don't know if that's still a thing.
But, I think it was our buddy, what's his name? Come on, it'll come to me. Anyways, he was showing the difference between the old school one that had a really cool inlay up here and the new one, which is a little more generic. But the old one didn't have any... anything on the back, no cutouts at all.
Okay.
So everything was fed through the top. Steve from Boston.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So Justinator's a little upset with you Canadian guys. Keep getting Long and McQuaid exclusive Epiphone SG Customs in classic white. And Epiphone won't release them for the U.S. market.
Come on up, I'll make you give you a couch to crash on for the night. Come on up, grab one.
Yeah, give us or if you, I don't know where you're from, but you can always get in touch with one of us, and happy to go and get it for you and ship it to you.
Right. Shipping's always a killer over the border.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at $300.
Well, plus you have to. Is there some kind of duty exchange that you got to pay?
Yeah, but
as
it's
well?
U.S. made, so
Yeah.
if anything, you'd only have to pay
Is it though? It's an
GST,
Apple
right?
phone, probably made in China.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
overseas. Yeah. So who
So
knows
you
how that
get
would
charged with GST, VAT, and something else.
work? Yeah.
It'd be $3,400.
Yosenator seems to like the new Supremes. Let's see. Uh-oh.
I got a picture of one. It's actually from a place that does the stuff. Yeah, let's see. Open image in a new tab.
Ed said he ordered the vinyl. Can't wait to hear what they did with OU812. Well, I don't think they remixed. They just
Remastered.
remastered. Yep.
Is this the thing they're talking about? This the Supremo here?
Looks like it, yep.
That is it. Let me get that. There you go. So it has sort of a custom type headstock with the binding around it. A different little inlay there for the
Little patterns
underneath the logo there. And then you got the different, I don't know what you call that. Is that slanted trapezoid or diamond? I don't know. The inlays.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I mean, it's a good looking guitar.
And
And
my thing.
they're not as they're not as expensive as I thought that they would be. I think they're what, 4 US, something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go back and take me off a solo.
Andy's got to run. Be safe, man. He's probably
Sweet
already
brother.
halfway there. That was 15 minutes ago. There's Lawnmower Tapes. Welcome in. 63 degrees and rain on the ground in Granger, Indiana. Hope the back is tip top. It's getting there. Appreciate
So
it.
that's 5,199 Canadian dollars.
99.
Probably 3,500 euros.
Yeah, I think so. Because
Yeah,
I was watching
something like
Steve
that.
from Boston. I think it was 32, 33.
Appreciate it, Rob. Appreciate it, Lawnmower Tapes. Appreciate it, Greasy Monkey.
Love a Pete.
We don't know where R2 is tonight, Cheech. I think that maybe he's working late.
Right? Poor bastard.
Actually, we told him he wasn't allowed on Thursdays anymore. So, no, we just hadn't heard from him. We're assuming that he's working late tonight. He has
He's
said
waiting
before
by the
that
post box for his
Yeah.
Friedman unit.
he's sitting there like, come on.
Cheers,
He,
Pat.
he has said that Thursdays are pretty rough for him. So,
I literally walked in the door, took off my pants, and from work, sat down, fired up, and here we are. And now I'm on the West Coast, so I can't imagine over there.
yeah. Bo says, I think we'll leave the Fender tone pedal for now. Seems like it's the same as all the other pedals I have. Helix Boss 1000 Head Rush Axe Effects. Yeah, I think so too.
I think the UI, the user interface, is probably its claim to fame, right? It seems pretty intuitive to use. And it makes your hours of endless dialing easier to do.
Yeah. Yostonator says, if Gibson releases a trans white Les Paul Supreme, I'm going to have to part with 4K. It's only money, man. It's only money.
You only go around this rock once.
Yep. Let's see. Nelson says the new Supreme doesn't have a carved maple back.
That's
I'm
right.
kind of
Yeah,
bummed
yeah.
out about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a solid mahogany. There's no maple cap or anything on the back. I guess. Scott says, I honestly don't think Gibson would make the TransTrem properly. They still aren't dressing frets properly. Well, for a high-end Steinberger with a TransTrem, I don't think that the TransTrem would probably be third-party. There would be another company that would make that
I
for
think so,
them.
yeah.
And I think even Steinberger, it was another company that was making them. Natalie may be able to confirm or deny that allegation. But I honestly think it was a third-party company that was making them. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Yostonator's thinking about grabbing the Alex Lifeson Les Paul Axis. I know that Guitar Man 45 has the Epiphone version, and that thing looked really, really cool. Rock Daddy.
I've got the pictures. I got pictures from Brent, Octopus Ears,
Okay.
of his new Les Paul. So when
Right
you're ready.
on. Rock Daddy says the Gibson Supreme has a monster neck. I'm assuming more of a 50s style then. A little more, you can get a custom Murphy. This is true. This is true. So, yeah, let's see Octopus Ears'
I'm going to
pictures.
present this rather than convert my face to a screen.
There it is.
Ooh.
Ooh, pretty. That would be the iced tea version, I believe. Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's pretty, man.
Yeah. Did he say what model that is?
I guess we'll ask him in the chat.
Yeah,
Let me
he'll
see
let
if
us
he
know.
does.
All right.
Close this.
Okay, split
My new
block.
left
Yeah.
description. So we'll
We
need
were
a
talking about
description.
talking about those inlays on the fretboard. They're called the split block on that thing.
Does that come through? Yeah, it
Let's
does.
see what else. What else is
I
happening?
just gave
in
our
the
show a
chat?
little care hug on the Facebook.
Thanks for hanging out, Boner. That didn't sound right, did it?
Cheers to Owner Jams. Thanks for coming out, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know, I
They-
really like the dynamic they have over there on
Those boys rocked it out pretty long last night, didn't they?
Right?
Yeah, I was there right to
8:30
the
by the
end.
time we were looking at what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
But you know, with Jay and Kurt, they can they're like us a little bit old school. They like what they like.
Mm-hmm.
There's Boner. He's always there. He's just like the voice of reason. And
Yeah.
you know, every once in a
Yeah.
while, he'll come in and say, "Well, no, that's not good, guys."
And he's a good sport when they're talking about all the Van Halen stuff over there.
yeah.
He's
That's a pretty high
patient.
threshold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a show coming up this Friday, or is it once a month?
Hey, yeah, when's
It's
the next
once-
final show,
It's
Boner?
once a month, but let us know when the next one is, Boner, in the chat. We'll
Another 2 weeks from now, then, because he was on 2 weeks ago.
was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Boner says, anyone know of some cool headless guitars? Yes.
Put you in touch with someone.
She
Check
has
out
about
the-
90 of them, and she's willing to part with 30, I think was the number.
Right. Check the reverb. Is the reverb link in the description over here? Let's see. Oh, I forgot to put the links over there tonight. Sorry. But reverb.com, Headless USA. Check them out.
How it goes? How do you go? Reverb /
Let's see.
headless.
There's Patrick. I usually like plain top Les Pauls better. I like the black customs. But I mean, have you guys seen the one that I picked up? When I saw that thing, I was like, ooh, that's pretty. So it just depends on, all of them are a little different. You know, most of them you'll have like a pretty, even pattern on the flame or the quilt or whatever that's on there. And I kind of like this one because it was so unique. It was very, let me show it real quick. Anybody that hadn't seen it.
There you go. We got the reverb.com /shop/headless USA. Link in the chat, folks. So there you go, Boner Jams. That's where you're going to go find yourself. Yeah, look at he's getting his dirty lemon out. Oh, I love that.
So there's my new baby. But see how it's like kind of wide right here, and this is all kind of evenly spaced, and then you kind of get this wide area. And then up here, it's kind of like thin here, and then it gets a little wider right there. It's very, very unique looking. And that's kind of what really drew me to this one. So tell you what, John, even without the
Amplification.
with the amp, that sure sounds good.
It's good acoustically. It's chambered, eh?
So it gets a little resonance with it.
So now I have to buy another one, right? Because I need to have one set up in E flat all the time.
There you go. There's your excuse. Then you need a third one that's always in drop D,
I thought,
and then a fourth one that's in E
D.
flat with drop
Drop
big on
C
that.
sharp.
Drop C sharp, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lloyd, I know it's not a TransTrem, but that's an idea. It's an idea.
I thought you already had one on order, and it was going to be like 18 months.
No, I did not. I have a tough time giving
Didn't pull
somebody
the trigger on that?
$5,000 and waiting a year and a half.
Right? What happens if for some
Goes out of business.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I'll tell you guys a little story because I don't think we have a massive agenda today. Years ago, when I was playing in the heavier stuff, Alice in Chains kind of bands, and I had a triple rectifier, and that worked all right. It was okay, but then I moved on to a more standard heavier rock band, and the buzzsaw of I had to get rid of that. So I had my mind set. I'd done some research in a Bogner ecstasy. I wanted Bogner ecstasy.
Okay. Yeah.
So I found a guy up in Kelowna, so that's 4 or 5 hours from here.
4.5, yeah.
Yeah. And he had, legit outfit and all the rest of it. And he says, well, I can order you one, but I need 50% up front, something like that.
Right.
So it was $3,000, something like that, 3,000 up front. And I gave it to him, and then 3 months went by, and I'm like, what's going on? 4 months went by. Well, finally, I called down to California to Bogner, and I got a hold of a guy named Charlie. And this guy's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. I don't have any order from this music company. And from there, they basically pulled his license, and that story was shut down because I guess Bogner was a big part of it. They didn't want to have anything to do with it. And Bogner completed the whole thing for me and took care of me that way. But man, so fast forward now. So I had, $3,000 out there for, at the end of it all was 6 months and no amp, right? And then I paid for the rest of it, and it was all good. Fast forward to a few amps later and me getting the BE. Well, yeah, why don't you order one? It's going to be 3 months, but you need to put something. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go again. Right? But it worked out, and Glenn's, I kind of knew Glenn from back in the early 2000s or late 90s. When he worked, I think, as a boogie shop in Burnaby here. And he's probably 10 or 15 years older than me. And he's still got black, long hair. He's a scraggly old rock troll. I just love the guy. But he came through on that. And then I have a tough time, man. I'm trying to wait to see if those new SIGs come out in the wild, because he's a small shop, right? He can't afford to order and just
a lot of inventory.
Yep,
Exactly.
the overhead.
So I kind of
He has a lot of Les Pauls, though.
yeah, but that's a different
That's one thing he's got
different game, right?
in spades.
So
John,
I think the first bunch of them are out now, so I'll just keep my ear to the ground. And
well, John's going to need a Les Paul if he's going to keep playing those Alice in Chains tunes like he did.
I've already
Sunday.
got two more lined up behind it, Ryan.
Right
Do
on.
we have a stopwatch for when the cover can come off the amp, or is it just no deal tonight at all?
The cover couldn't have come off last week until about 7:45. So
Well, we'd love to hear it tonight if there's a chance. Bird Burful is here. Finally,
Bird.
man. He's over there watching Dave on Tone Talk. I mean, come on, man.
I'm going to email that prick right now.
Oh, it's over now. Over now. Billy Morrison was an interesting cat. I watched a bit of it before our show started today.
Who was on?
Billy Morrison, the other guitar player from Billy Idol that you didn't. Apparently, 15 years ago, Billy Idol decided to go with 2 guitar players. So he's got Steve
okay.
and this guy, Billy Morrison, who's a really cool cat from way back in the day. English fella, done lots of stuff, played with the Cult, and it was a pretty good show. But it was an odd time slot. You can stay in your lane, Dave and Mark. Stay in your lane.
Yeah. We need to send him an email and say, look,
Right.
TransTrem Thursday is on
Here's
at
the
8
here's the
p.m.
YouTube
Eastern.
schedules for the people in the community.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. You need to.
I actually sent him a clip of the chorus section of that Alice in Chains tune.
Or,
Talking about this wet, dry, wet. Said here's what your rig sounds like.
nice. Well, welcome in, Ferd.
Yes, nice to see you, brother.
Better late than never, I guess.
Brad, we're your second choice tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel really special. Nah, welcome in, man. Good to see
The
you.
Grand Poobah.
There's
And I
Ben
saw Ben
Coombs.
Coombs.
Yeah.
bro,
I'm
Ben
just here to
Coombs is
confirm Ryan's alive. I am alive. Been busy and I've had some issues going on and
there.
I've kind of been down for
How
a
you
little
holding
bit.
out there? It's time
But
for
I'm
some
here.
riffing. Do I gotta
I'm
turn
doing
on the
I'm doing
Marshall?
pretty good. Yeah, fire that thing up, man. Let's see.
You know
What
who we
else
haven't
is
seen
going
for a
on?
long time? I'm kind of,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Ronnie.
worried,
Where's
but
Ronnie?
Graphite
Ronnie,
cigars, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Ronnie?
Anybody know where
Or another
graphite and
petition.
cigars
That's
are?
going to be my petition. They're always asking me, "Do you want to start a petition?" Right back, graphite and cigars.
Let's see. Guitar Man 45 says, I take it the Les Paul is 60s slim taper. Are you talking about Octo's or mine?
yours is a baseball bat,
There's
isn't
been
it?
so much Les Paul.
No. Mine is a 59, which evidently was kind of almost 60s, but not quite as thin.
Which
it
one
just-
was the baseball bat? 58.
The 58 stuff, yep. Yeah. At least that's my understanding. You know, I'm not a big Les Paul historian. I just know what feels good,
I kind of want to get one in my hands just to know what it's like.
right?
I mean, my two examples are like a asymmetrical on the Epiphone Explorer thing that's in the house now because of temperature changes. This Ibanez is the stupid Wizard 16-inch radius thing that's wafer thin. I've never had a big old bat in my hands.
Did you say wafer? Wafer?
Wafer? You know, a little chocolate wafer.
Fuck off, I'm
Wafer
full.
thin.
You mean like a wafer?
Well, no, you got to see. John knows. John's got it.
I couldn't eat another
Right,
bite.
come on. One more bite. It's a wafer thin. Fuck off, I'm full.
Bring me a bucket.
Oh, man. Hey, there's Herb of Fireside Studio. Welcome in, man. Is this Trans Am Thursday? Hosted by Sammy Hagar.
We're going to need some new props.
Was the Trans
Night
Am the
Rider
one that
there?
had the big? No, that was the Fire Chicken, right? The one that had the big fucking.
The
thing on
Trans
the
Am
hood.
had the big Firebird
Smokey and the
on
Bandit
hood.
was
Yeah.
Trans Am. Kit was Trans Am.
Yep. Let's see. Thank you, Holly. Hope your back is feeling better. It's better. I'm doing okay right now. So
Oh, Lewis, good to see you. Fluffy clouds. See, John got some fluffy
Very
clouds
nice.
for you in the background.
let's see what else is happening in the chat here. Everybody talking to each other, having a good time. Right on. Any
You
other
weighed yours?
questions?
Yours is 9 pounds or something?
9.5
Mine?
ounces.
Yeah.
It was 9 pounds 1 ounce, I believe, or 9.1 on the scale. Yeah.
What I recall. Yeah.
So something like that. Yeah, they waited in the store while I
Right.
was. Yep. I could tell though. You know, it was. I was like, yeah, yep. This is good.
No neck dive on this baby.
everything about that particular guitar. I walked in and saw it on the wall. I'm like, oh man, that thing's beautiful. And then they pulled it down. They handed it to me. And I was like, oh yes, it's got a good weight. And then I strummed it, and I'm like, oh yes, it's so resonant.
You hadn't even got plugged in yet.
Nope, I didn't even plug it in the first day. I
Yeah.
handed it back to him. I said, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about this. And the next day I called my buddy Paul. I'm like, let's go look at this Les Paul. Because that's when my back was really, really fired up. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to play it very well. So I took him down and he plugged it in. And we plugged it in through a Saldano SL 100. Through a Friedman cab.
Yeah, that's.
And man, it just sounded glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, the thing I like about it, especially, it's got that Les Paul sound, which is its own thing.
Yeah.
yep.
But because it has the lower, maybe, but my theory is because it has the lower output pickups, you have string definition even when you're giving her,
Yep.
And when you roll that volume back, oh, that's the tone right
She
there.
really, really cleans up. Yep, for sure. And then you got the tone control, which I see on a Les Paul how that's beneficial.
Right.
You know, all my Wolfgangs, I'm like, why the hell do they put this on there? And I just crank it all the way up.
Yeah.
But on the Les Paul, you really get kind of that woolly.
Don't you have individual tones for
You
each
do
pickup?
for each pickup.
one and
Yeah.
one.
So you
you
get
can,
that kind
you
of
know,
that woolly woman
Take
tone.
your bridge
you
and
know?
warm it up a little and take your neck and
Yep.
hit some highs a little.
Yep. It does its own thing. You know, it does its own thing. So it's really, really, really cool. I've been enjoying it.
Randy Price, come on, play the song.
For as much as I can play it.
You need to put the comment up.
I'm scrolling. Hang on. What are you
don't
talking
need
about?
Yeah,
oh,
hopefully
big
it
orange
can-
thing blinking on the top of the screen.
There's
here, for
Cecil.
Christ's sake.
Cecil's in here. Hang on a minute. Cecil's
Just
here.
relax
Welcome in,
yourself.
man. Let's see.
Have to relegate you to be not here Thursdays as well.
Here we
Good
go.
luck with
We
that.
can take care of it. There we go. Now we're good. Oh, no. Now I messed it up. There we go. All right. Let's see. Trans Am Thursday, eastbound and down.
I love
Here's
that show.
Wayno's here. Says, hey, everyone. Did Cantrell track those amazing Alice in Chains songs with a Les Paul? Doesn't he almost always play a Strat live? He plays GNL Rampage guitar, and he plays Les Paul. And over the years, he's actually played one of the EVH Ernie Ball Music Man guitars live. So, but his main guitars are his GNL and a Les Paul. I think it's a white custom that he burned it with cigarette to make it look like little ostrich skin. So, let's see. Bo says we have to hang a really nice vintage Gibson Les Paul that weighs 13 pounds over Ryan's neck for therapy.
You can build it up a little
Not
bit.
at all. And there it is. Well, all righty. Appreciate you, Randy. I'm gonna have to give you a double shot.
Give us a little bit of art too as well.
Yep. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
buddy.
Yep, absolutely. And big thanks to you, Randy, for helping hanging out on the show Sunday when.
Yeah, that was really, really good, man. I really
Yep.
enjoyed. I was telling the boys in the green room, you're one of those guys that can shred, but you had some nice soul in what you were
Comfortably
playing. It
numb,
wasn't
working
just
really
fucking a
great, yeah.
typewriter, right?
Yep, right on.
And that
Randy
I-
rocks.
I really appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate you, Randy. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on in the chat here. Yostinator says, I think he uses Les Pauls quite a bit in the studio, but not as much as his GNLs. At least at the Staley fronted records. On the Staley fronted records, yeah.
What
There's
was
some.
that tune?
Which one?
Off his solo album.
Oh, I don't know. Come on, Holly. Chip in. Make it rain. All right, Andy Carson made it back.
Awesome.
Heroin is a hell of a drug. Homeboy was in the spirit world. Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's playing paramedic.
Yep.
Still
Guess
do
that's better
heroin
than having
these
to put
days.
out
eh?
fires. Though.
So isn't that kind of standard procedure if 911 is called, all three get called out, fire
Usually
department,
it's the firemen first because they're the
Firemen
most well
first.
right?
right? Yeah, yeah. So
And they're all
firemen,
trained as paramedics as
ambulance,
well, right?
and police.
Well,
I guess
police,
all-
if it's warranted. I mean, if
Yeah.
the old lady calls and says Henry's having a heart attack, they don't send the police, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Well, the
guess so.
police have to attend if they die.
Well, but
Yeah.
they die in the ambulance or are when they get to the hospital.
Yeah.
My
There's a
dad
lot of
was
variables there.
a cop in Montreal way back when, in the 60s, I guess. 60s and 70s. And you were a cop, you were also a fireman. You were also a backup paramedic. So listen,
Yeah.
didn't matter who you called, you get the same guy.
I think we envelop them all under the first responders clause at this point, right? First responders. And cheers to them all. Gives us a certain feeling of safety for sure.
That is very true, Cecil. The older you get, the heavier those guitars are.
See, I don't feel it. 'Cause I don't
That was why for my my special birthday that I hit, I got the lightest and smallest
Right?
guitar that I could get. It's like
Back
yeah,
Saver 2000.
that'd be perfect for my back.
But you guys, you and Natalie were saying they're actually heavy for what the size of them are they?
They've got some weight to them, you know.
Yeah, they're not what you would think.
They're not what you would think. Yeah, they're actually a little heavier than what you would think. Yep.
That TransTrem unit itself. I mean, what do you know what the specs
2
are
pounds.
for the weight on that?
2
I
pounds.
have no idea. No idea.
I mean, that's a pretty fair chunk of metal.
I would
Not-
say. I would say.
you wouldn't want to buy the one made out of beer can lids. You want to buy the one that's made out of
Right.
German steel. It's got some
Yep.
fortitude to it.
From when I had the other one out and was messing with it, I would say that the whole assembly all put together is at least a pound. You know,
2 pounds.
maybe a little bit more. I don't know.
The Hitman's here.
Is he?
Dwight,
He is.
Well, I'll have to find him here. Let me scroll through the chat
you're a
here.
little behind. It's funny when John's playing it, or you're right on it, and then you get distracted. You're pretty
Yeah.
far back.
Yeah, I'm still pretty far back.
Okay, let's give him a minute. Everybody just
You just hang on. Everybody go and sign the petition while I'm scrolling through the chat.
That's
here.
right.
have we had any updates?
Let's see.
143. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks to everybody signing up.
143, right on.
143. We were at 136 when we started, so that's 7. We're up 7.
There he is. There's Dwight Bailey saying hello. Welcome in, Dwight. Good to see you. Dwight, the Hitman Bailey. Welcome in, man. Let's see. Cecil says, hopefully Natalie will come back again sometime. I think that we have some plans for next week, possibly, for Natalie to come join us again.
Such a great person. Love having her on.
Yep.
She has a lot of fun.
Is she still in the chat? I know she was here earlier.
She's
She
probably falling
signed up.
asleep
She's
already.
a full.
Like, man, these guys are boring. Fell over asleep.
You guys suck.
Not playing any music.
He's like, who watches this stuff? Yeah.
My
Yeah,
dad. Did I
She's
tell
a
you?
card
I gotta
carrying
tell you
member.
guys.
You did, yeah.
My dad, he's 83, and he stumbled across, I think, a long story. Anyways, he sent me a text on Sunday. He's like, I really enjoy the show that you guys are putting on there. It's seems to be very professional, and I've subscribed, son.
Very professional.
There you go.
Is
Just a
he watching
badge
the
to
right
put on your
show?
back.
That's what I said. I said next
sure?
I'm going to send him a note, tell him to become a channel member.
Channel member.
There you go. Right? Come on,
John
Pop.
Desane,
My
John
allowance.
Desane Senior.
Well, tell him to wait until I do a third level for channel
That's right.
sponsorship for $50
Right.
a month or something.
There you go.
He can afford it. He's
I'm
okay.
gonna refresh. Refresh. Be back in a minute.
All right. Working through the chat here. Let's see. Herb says most big city fire department has an ambulance service attached to it, so they're both dispatched at the same time. Let's see. What else is happening? That's pretty much it for the chat. Well, what else can I play on this thing? I guess I could play anything, right?
You could. Got to get you to learn that.
Oh, the Pleasure Dome. What's the other? What's the?
So it goes, then an E up high.
Just more stuff to learn, right? Oh, speaking of stuff to learn, we had big plans to learn all these different Van Halen songs
I totally did not.
and to go live tomorrow for a tribute show, which I've got a pretty good bit of all the songs I was going to play, except for like the solo spots and whatnot. And I've been down for a little bit, so I haven't been able to learn them. So I will not be ready But I think we can still probably go live tomorrow for a little tribute. If anybody wants to come and hang out, we'll probably go live tomorrow at some point. So little pop-up show tomorrow. So you heard it here first. Let's see. Andy says,
Yeah, we kind of the last week or so we've kind of been low key because you're hurting.
yeah, kind of put a stop to any progress on the learning songs and such. All fired up, naturally wired. I did start trying to learn the beginning of that. What is it?
Problem is once you get through the intro, which is generally tough, it doesn't get any easier.
Doesn't get any easier.
That's a rocker, a ripper all the way through.
Let's see. That's a. Yeah, I'd have to remember that. Yeah, there's so many things, so many cool stuff I want to learn. But Cecil says Steinberger sounds loud acoustically. It is pretty loud. Let's see. Martin says, well, guys, see you soon. Bye.
See you later, Martin.
See ya.
Cheers, man. I did this avatar last Thursday and put it up. And none of you guys even said nothing.
I saw it. I said, what the fuck is a headless shit going on over there?
Headless.
Headless. Yeah, I just got it.
Yeah.
That's going to be my Halloween thing, though. It's going for the rest of the month. That's
What you should have is a Steinberger neck sticking out the top of it.
Do a little photoshopping.
Oh, headless, you know?
Yep. Let's see. Randy says the pre-solo riff is Hetfield level down picking and all fired up. It just goes to show the skill level that Ed had, you know, even as the rhythm player, you know.
No, Steve. I don't have eruption in my back pocket.
Steve Brand says one of you must have eruption in your back pocket.
No, sir.
John says no.
I've seen Ryan do a pretty good job.
I don't know.
That would be one of my all-time goals.
BLAUTCH is how that goes. I have my very first email with the big carrier up here in Canada is beluchatherium@shaw.ca. What's your email address? I beg your pardon?
There you go.
Yeah.
With that.
How do you spell that?
Write that down for me, please.
I need to learn to play that song too. Adam says, hot tip, guitar for the practicing musician. Magazine, November 1988, features Ed with his Steinberger on the front page. Right on.
I have that somewhere here.
Yep. I'll have to ask Rob if he has that copy. I think he has 2 copies of every magazine that was ever put out with Ed on it.
In different houses, right?
And I think
Because one
today
burns down, he
is-
still got another one.
I think today is Rob's birthday. So everybody wish Rob 5150 happy birthday today. Let's see. Steve says, John, did you tell the guys about my purchases this week? What kind of goodies did he get?
He got himself, he ordered the Friedman XIR, whatever the fuck it's called. And he got an ISO box so he can actually fire up. I would suspect Steve's going to roll with the Laney, which is like a killer 800 kind of variant, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that'd be exciting. Cecil says, is the Sir my dream guitar? Yeah, absolutely. If I could design a guitar, this would be it.
Right on.
Only thing I would change would be an ebony board. And that's just really aesthetic because the frets are so big that I don't touch it anyways.
You just like the look of a really dark fretboard.
Well, sometimes if your nails are too long and you're pulling down, you can kind of grab it, and I don't like
Yep.
feeling that.
Chip into there. Yeah.
But that Steve would say it's just because I've got hands like a vice grip.
And your fingernails are too long.
Yep.
Let's see. What can we do here? I don't know. Does anybody want to hear me play guitar? Or just keep chatting?
I think that's kind
Hot.
of a thing, kind of part of the show.
Got
Little bit.
41,000 people watching. We got to do something.
41,000. All right. Let's see. I'm feeling okay. Let me turn some cathedral delay on here and get some real feedback going. for 5 minutes or not?
I
I
love
was
the
entertained.
whole chord movement.
Yeah. Yeah, the Steinberger with the TransTrem definitely gives you some different flavors, when you're playing. A Floyd sounds cool when I do that little. But on this, it just is like right in your face,
So can you use that like a Floyd? I know you can. But is it totally different feeling? I guess it is.
It's different feeling, yeah. But I mean, you can do the, it's like a floating Floyd. I mean,
yeah.
you can do anything. So you can pitch up, And I'm sure that you could probably even do the little flutters if you want to. Let's see. I've never been a flutterer.
Neither have I.
It's not quite the same.
Close enough.
That's a Steve Vai thing, isn't it? The fluttering?
That just sounds so badass.
This here. Hold on.
Sounds different with all that delay on it. Sounds good though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Slightly slower tempo is.
Yeah. That's the elevator version.
I don't know. It's like it's a
I
commercial
love this. Look.
Dirty fingernails. Hope that's fretboard. Do I have dirty fingernails? No.
No, I was talking about the rosewood and how I hate feeling the green.
Oh,
versus
yeah.
Rosewood.
Yeah.
You would say that, Steve.
Hey, there's Zach Thong. Welcome in, man.
Cheers, Zach.
Boy, that's an interesting.
Douche
on-
Shane. I think he just insulted you, John.
Got Destiny.
Might have with the brown fingers and everything.
Yeah. Oh man. What else can I do on
love
this
you,
thing?
Zach.
Huh? I just love that. That little riff there, that
Yeah.
fire in the hole riff, man. Might need to tune her up a little bit.
Struggling a little bit there.
Let me tune it real quick.
Never gonna let you down.
So that's just straight tune, or do you have to do calibration now?
No. I can just do a
The
straight
knobs on the
tune.
back, right? Obi, Nobby, Kenobi.
Whenever I tune this one, I go up one
Right.
step and tune it, and then it's pretty
You tuned
well.
to E standard, I think you said, right?
You tune it to E standard, and then you go through. You pull it up one, and then tune
and
it,
then down.
and then go down two, and then calibrate it with the screw jaw or the jaw screws.
Right.
And then after that point, after it's calibrated, if you want to tune, you go up one step and tune properly there.
I mean, those are what, 2 weeks old? Those new strings.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Yeah, they got a little give going to them, and then
That was
You
still
know.
one. It's got to be on the highlight reel for the New Year's Day thing where you play all the highlights from the year's clips.
There's only 2 string bus so far, isn't there?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Zach says early happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. American Thanksgiving's when, a week later?
No, it's in November, a month later.
Oh, how did that happen?
But they do it right. They start on Thursday. We
Right.
don't start
Right.
Thanksgiving till Saturday, and we take it until Tuesday. Saturday show on Parliament. What are you doing on Thanksgiving, John? Are you going to be around on Sunday? You gotta have to cook a turkey in the backyard there.
Saturday we have Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming for dinner.
Awesome. Right? A happy
Then
Thanksgiving with Peter Gabriel. That'd be an
No,
excellent
no,
CBC.
no.
He gets
I-
sponsored. Get the company to make that for you.
I put the whole family around our schedule. So no, we're doing the turkey. Fuck them.
Wow. I might have to switch to the phone once in a while on Sunday. Go. What's that for? Smoking turkey breast.
Ooh, I got all lost in that.
It's almost like
See-
somebody came in singing about a bar and a half behind you.
Yeah, I think so. Oh well. That's another one I got to learn.
I love the solo. And that. It's just his typical,
Yep. I
Big
got to
old-
learn that. I got to learn it. I know it's not all that difficult, but
No, it's just a stretch pattern, right?
yeah, it's just like. Let's see. Maybe somebody can even tell me how to play it. And I think it's just like something really simple, like let's see. It's almost like a Hot for Teacher riff.
I think it's wider than that, though.
Let's see. Where is it?
Yeah. Something
I
like
think
that.
it's something like right there. Something like that. I'll learn it. I'll get it down.
Consult the Bible that we both have.
Yeah.
It's 930-page Bible.
What is it? Just straight up? Something like that. So I think it's similar to the Hot for Teacher pattern.
Except the best part of that solo is when he comes out of it. He's a and he
Oh,
goes,
and then he
"Wah,
does
na,
it."
na, na, na." Yeah. I think
I'll get
every
it.
one of those songs on the 5150 was better live, in my opinion.
You think so?
Can confirm.
Well, I mean, you got so much more, adrenaline and just power behind it when it's live. So yeah, for sure.
And the improvisation on the solos and just they'll hang a little longer on a note here, or just do that like ting 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 on
Yeah.
summer nights and
Oh yeah. Instead of the, he does the. Let's see. He'll do the.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Cool
it's
stuff.
the little things.
Yep. What is going on in the chat? Let's see. Nothing much.
There's a bit
I
of
think
this and
there
that.
might be
People
some
digging
sort of
the tunes.
sports nonsense going on in there.
Well, we still got 39 here. 33 thumbs up, so we need 4 or 5 more people to give us a thumbs up if you don't mind.
We're not leaving until we get 40 thumbs
Yeah.
up. So
Yep. We're going to stay
quicker
here.
you do it, the quicker you can
we
go,
can end
the quicker
this.
we can
Yeah.
go.
Smallmouth guys here. Didn't see you come in.
Nice. Yeah.
Welcome in.
Digging it.
Anybody else sneak in that I didn't see? I think we got everybody. Charles Green still hanging out. Right on, Charles.
Why don't you come on and do some shredding, Charles?
I would love that.
Yeah,
I'd love
man.
to have you on here, Charles.
I'll sign that petition.
That little intro that you do for Fruitcake Tony, I'm just like, I want more. Give me more, Charles. Come on.
Yeah.
You got that the Bumble Wolf, I think he calls it. That thing
You
is
got the
just
stink face down. That's awesome.
got the stink face down. Yep, that's an awesome clip, man.
Yeah, it is. Love it.
Well, TransTrem Thursday. Nobody says I have to keep the same guitar on, right?
You've done your TransTrem bit. That's good. One thing I was
whichever.
going to ask. I know I keep getting on and on about the stupid damn thing.
Right on.
That's promising. So,
I'm not against that at all. Okay, well, the link's in the thing there. Come on in. Still got another half hour to kill, Charles. When you go to lock it up, the notch is fixed to the bridge, correct?
The notch is fixed to the bar,
To the bar.
the little arm.
on the pivot,
But the pecker that you stick it on is where?
the post is right.
That's
around
the post is right.
point.
There
right
we go. Okay, yeah. And it's notched up, so
It's like a
Notched
razor
out.
razor edge.
All the notches are on the downside of that.
yeah, so it's sloped down, right?
So you see all the notches there.
Isolate yourself,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, well, isolate.
Come
Give
on,
me a second.
producer,
Give me a second.
executive
Fuck.
producer. All right, you see all the little notches there on the arm, right here.
Yeah. Okay. And that other
Not much
thing is
to
a
it, is it?
static piece, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Now put the trim forward, and that's E standard.
Yep, that's locked in E.
That's weird. It's
It's like a Hurst shifter.
Yeah, it's like a mountain, right? Like you go up so high, and then all of a sudden she goes down.
Click.
Well, I mean,
So that's at its highest point, then.
no, that's
No.
middle. That's middle
It's
position.
middle.
It's
Yeah.
right at the top, dead center of the fulcrum of the
Yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
Okay, so if you go backwards, you've got so many steps in the arc, and if you go forward, you got so many steps in the arc.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
That's why it's a circular form rather than just like all going up or all going down,
Right.
because it's balancing right on that. And we know that fulcrum to not be a standard true fulcrum. It's offset.
yeah.
It cantilevers.
I brought it up again. Now Trev can't get enough of the full
Cantilever. Okay, there we go.
Got to
Four
keep
times.
saying cantilever.
cantilever fulcrum.
So there you go.
I can't leave her fulcrum alone.
Well, who could? Did you see her?
That's so cool, man. It really is.
It is. I mean,
I
to
got to
think
get my
that-
hands on one.
To
As a
think that
person
this
who
was,
fiddles with stuff and engineering,
you know,
things, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fucking math in
to
there.
to think that it was designed back in the late 70s, 80s. You know, I would love to pick Ned Steinberger's brain over this thing.
Yeah.
all kinds of questions.
And that's why it's only free floating in E standard. Because then it's basically locked to the body, right?
I guess
I
if
don't
you were a
understand what you're
madman,
asking.
you could tune it to.
It's free floating
flat
in E standard,
floating,
right?
and then have the
You can
ring
go
just
up and
going
down
in.
and wang the bar all together.
Yeah.
Once you go up, you're done. You're locked in.
Yeah, once you go up and change pitch.
Or
you're
down,
done.
it's locked in. Yeah.
Unless you're really, really good and you can unlock it and whammy it and then lock it
And
back.
get right back in.
Yeah. Which I'm
that
sure
makes sense.
Ed probably has done. But
Right.
yeah.
So it's muscle memory in the. But I guess when you
Shifting
go all the way
gears,
up
man.
for summer nights in C, you're probably
left foot
pulling
and your right
up and
arm.
going with the whether it's down or whatever it is, so you can feel it like tick 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 type of thing.
Nope, you don't feel it tick. You just go up and you just kind of
for the
remember
best.
where it is. Yeah.
There's not
Well, I
a
mean-
lot of movement there. I mean, we're talking, fractions of a millimeter.
The only
Bump to
issue
bump
that
to
I
bump.
have is when you're going in between. If
Mm-hmm.
you're going all the way down, that's not a problem. You just push down as far as you
Right,
can and
fall
push
to
it,
the wall.
and then it locks itself. If you're going all the
So
way up, you just pull up and then push it, and then it locks.
So
as
for
you-
summer nights, he starts all the way up in C.
summer nights, he starts all the way up. Let's see, all the way up, and that would be, what is that? That's a G. That's a G note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3
Man, I
semitones
got
up from
all
standard.
kinds of stuff all over me there.
Right, one,
So-
three.
And then once it goes da, it goes to standard. Right? Yeah.
It goes to standard. And then
And for the solo section, he goes down one,
goes down 2 steps.
2 steps.
Yep. So there. And I forget how to play that already. And then as he comes out of that, he goes all the way
to
back
G.
up. Yeah.
So he uses three different tunings. Fuck, that's awesome.
Yep. It's so cool. And then fire in the hole, that's just up 1 step.
Yeah.
And then he does, when he comes back out of that, he does, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, he drops it down where he goes there.
Yeah, for the second part of that, right?
Yeah, he starts it there. And he plays the same thing again, 1 step down. So not only the genius to design this thing, the genius of the user
Transpose it.
that was
Yeah.
using it. Yeah. Yeah, and Randy says that he goes all the way down for the end.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hear how much more in tune that is now after I
Yep.
tuned it? Like, you just don't understand how floppy these strings are right now.
I don't doubt it.
And for it to stay in tune, that's
They're
just
10s,
awesome. These are 10s, yeah.
I wonder
mean-
what that would sound like with my 1 millimeter pick. Jesus, that would.
I've got a Fender Heavy here.
Yeah, try that.
That's about that.
Okay, I've played that riff enough tonight. I'm getting to where I'm forgetting everything.
That sounded good. Different attack.
Come on. To go that range.
How is it to actually, do bends and stuff way up there?
What do you mean when it's locked all
When
the
you're
way
up
up
in
there?
G, yeah.
It's
It's got to
not
be
bad.
pretty tight, no?
It's not bad. No. I saw
Randy says he uses Ultex Sharp 90s. I use Ultex Sharp 1 millimeters.
Octopus is asking what kind of strings do you use on the Steinberger? This
Boomers.
one, I use Labella STP 1046. They also make 9 to 42s, but I find that the E string lasts a whole lot longer if I use 1046.
Just that little bit more meat.
Yeah, just a little bit more strength in that one. So, let's see. Yep, for sure. It is truly amazing. Like I said, and just the time frame that this thing was designed way back in the 70s, 80s. It's just
Well, the
amazing.
thing that impresses me, it sounds great and everything, but the consistency. Like you've played, over an hour with that thing, and there's no futzing with the tuning.
Well, except for the one time.
Except for that time he had to
No,
tune it.
I'm saying it like over the months
Right.
that we've been
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. It endures. I mean, let's go back 2 weeks ago to when the last string broke. Before that, I mean, you got at least a couple months out of that.
Yeah, it was a couple months.
Like
I got
this,
out of them. Yeah, it was getting to the point where I was like, I hope I don't break a string tonight.
And you guys don't understand. I mean, you see him on Thursdays. He's playing the TransTrem guitar, but he plays that guitar a lot more than you know.
Yep. I'm always messing with this thing. Randy's telling you to put the DRs on, and we've got Tracy is here. Welcome in, Tracy. Good to see you.
Tracy is really here.
It's safe to say that the Steinberger is your wife. The rest of the guitars are concubines.
Yeah, well, you could say that.
Did you come up with a name for your Paul yet?
I haven't.
Oh, he's still picking. Come on, Sheena.
It's one
Emily.
of those.
There she is, Emily.
You realize how long it took me to.
Radikowski.
You
Radikowski, baby.
realize how long it took us to name our daughter.
No idea. Tell us that story.
Oh man, we could not decide on a name. Even
4
the
years old.
The hospital was like, "You got to give your daughter a name. Come on, yeah.
We got to print this thing.
I mean, it's for life. I mean, you got to pick the best name. You gotta wait.
Did you absolutely spend no time in the 9 months of gestation considering the fact that you'd have to name a child and come up
Yes.
with good fucking points?
Yes. And then, and when she was born, it was like, oh no, now we're really under pressure to decide,
Pick something. You had to have it narrowed down to a couple or a few.
I had a couple. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm
I told
terrible.
my
with
wife that's her
stuff like
department.
that.
I just have veto powers. So.
Right.
See, for me, it just comes naturally. Something that's hanging around me for a long enough time is going to have a name. And a default name for anything is Jimmy.
Okay.
That's my Uncle Jimmy.
And
And not my Uncle Jimmy, but my dad's Uncle Jimmy. My grandfather's brother. He was a character, boy.
Top Jimmy.
Could be any kind of Jimmy, but Top Jimmy indeed.
Guitar Man 45 says it's a Jenny.
8675309.
Oh man.
Jenny, I got
You ready to
phone number.
take the cover off that thing yet, John, or no?
no,
Can't do it. It's too early. We got to go another hour.
I've got it open, waiting for a response that'll never come.
Oh well.
See, this is how it works, though, right? You try and work this stuff up amicably, and if it doesn't work that way, then you go and buy shit to fucking make it work for you.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow's visit. Today was the last.
John's going to
It's
have
going to be a different Thursday next Thursday. Just saying. Doesn't matter.
What's different?
Right?
What do you
It's going to
mean?
be different because you're going to have your IRX too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You give this shit time, and you know, this is what.
And you're going to be
it
like,
doesn't
doesn't
happen
matter if the
normal way, then
condom's
you
on the
force
Friedman.
matters.
I'm still going to play some Friedman for you.
Yeah.
Stick that in your pipe
There you
and
go.
smoke it.
Actually, John's
Can't
going to
wait.
have the Fender Tone Master and just say it's the Friedman.
Yeah,
the best-
that's something that I'm going to run out and
Not necessarily the best part of it, but I mean, I think R2 kind of wanted to fucking scoop on that story, right? I mean, he went out and he got his. He posted that shipping thing before.
Yeah,
John's
we
gonna
know
have
this.
it in this
We know
hand.
this story. We're
Fucking
just going to see
Canadians
how it
again,
ends.
getting the thing the next day, and I got to wait a month and a half to get the thing.
Yeah,
There
'cause
he is.
Chicago isn't a music hub of anything.
He heard us talking
Hey,
about him.
3 times. I only said it once. 'Cause you got to wait at least 2 more times. R2.
Hop on in, R2.
Walking,
Come on.
not-
Get to work, brother.
Not too late to jump in. We got
Bo
fucking 18 minutes at least left.
says we had to pick a name 3 times. 3 times the stress.
See, I don't stress over it. And you get to pick 2 good names, and the kid can figure out which one they want to use.
You can use the first or the middle. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter.
But the last one stays the same. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if R2's not going to jump in and you're not going to unsheath the Friedman, I guess we're probably about ready to wrap it up. Unless anybody in the chat has
Trev's
something they
ready
want
to
to talk
go.
about. Oh,
What?
chat. Trev's cranking it up now that we're ending.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Sorry.
R2 said I had to change my daughter's flat tire. It sucked.
Pixar didn't happen.
Always an excuse on Thursday, right? I mean,
His
come on.
grandmother's died 14 times now, right?
Get the Rolodex fucking.
All right. I'm done. I'm
Fair
out
enough.
of here.
Are you peeking? Your back's done?
Yeah, I'll
bet.
see you. Bye.
Yeah, fuck you all. That's it. I'm closing the channel down.
Yeah, I'm shutting it
Fine.
down.
Play some,
That's it. It's over.
Play some closing music. We'll talk about people that are still here. Charles Green is one of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
We're
right
all
as we're ending, Dan Gorman
Dan
comes
fucking
in.
Gorman.
How's it going? It's going good, Dan. Good to see you, man.
I hear a tune in the background. Is that an open?
There it is. That's
R2 says my grandmother did die 14 times.
she. I guess my cat only get 9. So what is that? Was she a witch?
She's still got 2 left.
Ain't no telling. All right, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody in the chat that hung around. There's Charles75 in. Ferd Burfel,
go.
Octopus Ears, R2, R3 coming in at the end there. Dan Gorman busting the door down as we're locking it up. Rob Blackmore Official, thanks for hanging out, man. Let's see who else. Charles Green, obviously, of course. Appreciate you, man. There's Smallmouth Guy, Jimmy Biter, Randy Price, Octopus Ears, Patrick, Bo, Tracy. Right at the end there. Welcome in, and we'll see you next time. Randy Price, see you.
Sunday.
Blue, what is that? Blue Mox? Yeah.
Blue Mox.
Blue Mox.
And everybody else that was here.
Is it Blue Marks?
Cheech, Blue Mox.
Mox. But I mean, it could be Blue Mox, like you're fancy,
Blue
but you're
Mox.
just saying Blue Marks.
Or it could be Blue Maw KS.
Cheers. Thanks for being here.
Right on. Hope to see you again. And, there he is. Jeff K. Channel member.
Of course.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. Good to see you, man.
Bo says, I still have a few hours here.
Who's on after us? Anyway?
Send him a link to the after party. I got him on Facebook. Oh,
there's
you want a link?
There's nobody on. There's nobody on after us. Just saying. Let's see. Blue Mox says, I do have an odd question if you guys have another minute or so. Shoot, man.
Is your penis pear
Marble.
shaped?
They call it the jalapeno.
No, John did not play
If you're
the
around
Freedom.
more often, R2, you know that my wife works till late hours on Thursdays.
At least another hour.
A little passive aggressive there. If you were around more often. All right, here's a solo. Everybody shut up.
Yep. Crank it up.
I could never ever play that again. Playing
It's all
live.
about to get one
Yeah.
good pass and
Yep.
print
We were in the studio, and I was just like, just keep rolling. And I played that one. I was like, oh my god, I don't know where that came from. I'll never be able to do that again. Let's see. Here's the question. I recently bought a 5150 Standard from Arizona. 2 years old.
Okay.
How do you like it? That's Fret Sprout.
He says, I've had it for 3 weeks, and every day it goes up in pitch, about 10 cents.
You talking?
Where did it come from?
guitar?
If you're in Arizona, I mean, you're in a desert.
Mm-hmm. He
What
says,
did you buy?
it's all even,
how-
no slip of the strings.
I would say at least 4 weeks. At least 4 weeks for a guitar to climatize if it's going from different climates.
Yeah, let it acclimate a bit more.
Give it some
And
more
make
time.
sure.
Where are you, Blue Mox?
Well, he's in Arizona, so he's not
No,
near.
he said he bought a 51 from Arizona.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, where are
John's
you now?
paying attention.
Because if you're in a humid climate, it's going to take a bit.
okay. So he says he's in Seattle.
Well, there you
Oh,
go. Come on.
So he went
brother,
from really,
you're an
really
hour
dry to really,
Yeah.
really humid. So,
So 5150, is that a Wolfgang of some kind?
it's the
5150 standard?
it's the
Oh,
the
not
5150 series, like
With
my
the hockey
purple
stick thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my purple quilt one that I got over there.
Yeah.
So
I
those
was-
necks are just kind of like a waxed finish, aren't they? Or are they
Yeah.
completely sealed?
I think it's just a light coating that's on them.
Yeah. And he says it's going up in pitch.
Up in pitch, so the strings
like
are getting
10 cents
tighter.
or something. So something small, like
Well, things are getting bigger. Stretching it out, making it more tension, right?
The neck is going this way instead of being straight. It's coming
a
this way.
Seattle guitar from Arizona. Yes. So Seattle guitar is from Arizona. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna. And how long has it been? You said?
3 weeks.
Yeah, you're probably coming to the end of it pretty quick.
Yeah, just let
And
it
the weather's
acclimate.
changing now because Seattle's only 2-3 hours from us.
And
So
do you
it's-
have it in a temperature stable room? Here I am in a tone shack. I mean, it's comfortable now. It's going to get cold here tonight. I'll come out tomorrow and it'll be down in the 50s.
Right.
Yeah, I can come downstairs here, just depending on the weather, and some guitars will either be up pitch or down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, they'll move a little bit, but
It's
give it
not
some time,
raining and
get a good setup on it, and it should be good to go.
it's not.
And we've been
it's
talking
not-
all the way through that same song. Let me play something else there.
It's not changing in
Sometimes
relief.
things
So
happen.
there's
There's
no
still
neck.
27 people hanging out and 2 people on the Facebooks with the hearts and the thumbs.
Right on, right on. Facebook is growing, man. We got 2 people now.
Excellent. So the
One of them was me.
neck isn't moving on you. It's just the pitch. He's saying.
Yeah, that can't happen. It has to. That's the only thing
Yeah,
that
it's
can
something
move.
you can't see, maybe. you
Now,
know.
did you get
Unless-
the guitar and just play it, or did you get the guitar and do a setup on it? Throw some new strings on it.
The only way for it to go up in pitch is the strings are tightening. So either the Floyd is not decked properly, and
Well, I
it's,
mean, Arizona's quite a bit warmer than Seattle.
Done
Yeah.
ideally. Just
Especially.
wondering if you have experienced that.
The wood's going to change, but you'd think the wood would be shrinking, not getting
And
bigger.
you're talking when you say it goes up in pitch. You're just,
Humidity is higher.
you know, I come in my room, and this guitar. I mean, it's it's fantastic. The
Right.
tuning stability on it. But sometimes I'll come in and I'll start playing, and it's up a few cents all the way, consistently in tune. Up a few cents. I get playing on it, and it'll come back into
Body temperature, right? I mean, even
Yeah.
room temperature versus body temperature. Put it on your lap for 5 minutes before you tune it.
Yeah, and it'll come back in, and if not, then I can reset it and it'll be stable.
Patrick has the answer. He says it's the Gremlins.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll get some variance in it. I'd just let it acclimate for a while.
Over here on the West Coast, we call them cats.
Right?
Up
Yeah.
10 cents every day. That is kind of.
Yeah,
But
that's-
for me,
it's odd.
if this guitar is out, it's always up like 10 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. Very
And
strange.
it's consistently up 10 cents all the way across the string.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we said thank you and goodbye to everybody. You know what I did not do today? I need to, real quick, give a thanks to all the channel members.
We're missing somebody there.
I forgot to do that at the beginning. Yep. We need to add Natalie onto here.
Right.
Again, thank you, Natalie.
After the start of the show. So
Appreciate all the channel members that are supporting the show. We do have channel membership, so if you'd like to help support, just hit that join button down there underneath the video and near the description somewhere, I think. I don't know. It's down there. 32 people have found it, so it's there somewhere. Yeah. So we appreciate all you guys very, very much. All right. I think that about wraps it up, right?
Had a lot of fun.
That was a good.
Wouldn't
show.
have want to
Good little
been
different.
anywhere else watching anything else.
Yep. I'm glad I felt pretty good all through the night. I think.
Yeah, you did pretty well, man. You held
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
There's hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
And, you know, you got to always make sure that you stick around, have the notification on, and make sure you watch all the way through the show because you never know. We might pop up at the end of the show and keep doing another 2
We
hours.
got to do something tomorrow. Just saying.
Yeah, we're probably going to do something tomorrow, do a little tribute to Ed on the anniversary.
It's my
of his
3-year anniversary
passing.
for starting to learn to play guitar again.
For doing your guitar laps. Yep. So right on. Yeah, we'll pop up tomorrow at some time, I'm sure.
Probably got to light a candle at midnight. What the fuck am I talking about? It's gonna be
Right on.
fucking love there.
So we will see everybody tomorrow.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.